Crypto holders, this is really happening. We have an XRP ETF potentially coming the same day the SEC sues again, or countersues, or files an appeal against Ripple. What the heck? It's crazy stuff, man. At the same time, we have things we just can't ignore, like the price of Bitcoin right now, the dollar index going back up at a critical level where it could face a major rejection, which could be good for our risk assets. A lot to cover today. Big altcoin news, lots of great stuff. So let's go ahead and get straight into it. And of course, start by talking about the price of Bitcoin, the topic of topics, basically the only thing we love to talk about around here. Right now, the price of Bitcoin, what the heck, man? We got rejected here at the 50 and 100-day exponential moving averages. That's the yellow and blue line here on the chart. Currently holding support above the 200-day EMA. Fingers crossed, of course, that actually manages to hold, and that's where we bounce from. If we cannot hold here, well, then we start to come back down to this potential key zone here, which is around $57,500. That could be, you wick down there, maybe get a couple candle closes before bouncing back higher. Wouldn't be all that bad. Still just a higher low, of course, so not the end of the world. Let's see how soon we bounce here. Gosh darn it, man. It's been pretty wild. They don't know that October's here. Q4 is very bullish. Yeah. Dollar index, man. Well, we had it been showing a lot of weakness recently. The Israel-Iran events kicked off a bit of a rally here for the dollar, everybody fleeing back to safety, so to speak. Now, this has come back up to a very, very interesting level. You see, everyone's getting really bullish on the dollar right here, but take a look at this. We are basically seeing it run into a major wall of price resistance right here. That resistance also lines up with the 200-day EMA. So maybe a short-term rally on the dollar before another rejection comes in, pushing it back below 100. If we get a rejection for the dollar index here, good for risk assets. Okay, remember, falling dollar index, good for risk assets. Rising dollar index, usually not the best for risk assets. Okay, keeping it simple there. Dan Crypto Trades here saying Bitcoin failed to hold on the daily 200 MA. We talked about that yesterday. Similar to August, though, when it traded above it shortly, which is frustrating. We come back here to the August charts, and you see, of course, we had the rally up and just a few daily candles over, and then blammo back down under with some violence, of course, attached to it. And it's been pretty crazy. I kind of feel like a little bit tin hat here for you guys, okay? I mean, come on. Was Iran shorting the Bitcoin markets, 50x short. 50x short over on Bybit. Come on, man. Come on. Anyway, probably not. I don't think people are thinking about that. But it's crazy how macro, of course, continues to have this major effect. And I feel like every time it's like, okay, here we go. The stars are aligning. Everything's starting to happen. The breakout moment could be, I made myself a little bigger there. The breakout moment could be here, man. It's going down. We're over the 200-day MA. We got the double bottom pattern coming in. We got all this stuff lining up, and then somebody drops some bombs. Markets go down. Classic BS, isn't it? Anyway, if you are a cryptocurrency trader, you got yourself an account over on Bybit. They got a sweet deal going on right now that you're going to want to hear about. So if you use the link down below to start your account, you'll be eligible for a $500 free position. So that's going to be Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Pepe, Dogecoin, a few other coins you can see here as well. Basically, you use the link to sign up, you deposit $100 or more, and then you're immediately eligible for that $500 denominated airdrop trade. So you can make a Solana trade, a Bitcoin trade, whatever it is, keep all the money from the trade, of course, that you make. So pretty gosh darn cool deal. Check it out. Link down below in the description. Also, Bybit is now introducing major indexes. I want to call it indexes, man. Indices sounds too, I don't know. Anyway, they got all the big stuff, guys. They got the China A50, the Dow Jones, the Nikkei. Of course, you want to, long or short the Japanese market. So you can do that now over on Bybit, Hang Seng Index, and more. So that's super awesome. That's really cool. I really like that. That's CFDs, of course, but still, you can get exposure now to major market indexes over on Bybit. Leaders in the market. I love it. Very cool stuff. The S&P 500 currently came back down to test critical support here, previous resistance. Hopefully you see it bounce there as support and continue higher. But it's frustrating as a crypto investor to see Bitcoin down to 60K. And when you have the stock market just putting in high after high after high all year long, has been crazy. We all should have just bought Mudang meme coin apparently at a $100,000 market cap and put $10,000 and we'd all be retired right now. Anyway, Ethereum, of course, continuing to be super lame. Super lame, ETH. Come on. What is this price action, man? It's like we don't even get a nice, decent rally up, and then he gets slammed back down again. You know, I have been thinking about my Ethereum bags recently, and I have not, of course, made this move yet. But I feel like taking, I don't know, maybe even like half my ETH, maybe all my ETH. Putting it into something else, man. Dump it all into AVAX. Put it into SWE, the new paradigm of money, of course. I don't know. We'll see. I feel like that's the kind of sentiment that's going to happen right before ETH rocks up to 10K. But if ETH goes to 10K, what's AVAX going to do? Is it going to do more than a 300% move? Probably. Food for thought. Food for thought, of course. But man, ETH has been definitely getting his butt handed to it recently. Goodness gracious me. Okay, the XRP news, guys. Very, very exciting stuff. XRP ETF filing for U.S. markets from Bitwise. Now, this is the fourth crypto to get an ETF filing in U.S. markets, okay? So that's first and foremost to point out here. Okay, so far, obviously, Bitcoin and Ethereum are already listed. We have had Solana ETF applications go in. None have been approved. None are probably getting approved under Gary from Goldman, Gensler's SEC, okay? But we do have an XRP ETF filing now from Bitwise, and you know what? I'm super excited about it. It's freaking awesome news. As I said before, XRP is a pretty obvious shoe-in here for an ETF filing, because they now have a lot of regulatory clarity due to winning in court, right? Yeah, nice. Now, before you get too excited, you have to remember that the SEC hates you and the government hates you and they want you to be poor, because the SEC has filed an appeal on the XRP ruling. Man, what a waste of everybody's time and energy and resources. Absolute bullshit, of course. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse, yeah, of course, going to fight this in court as long as we need. Said, let's be clear, XRP's status as non-security is the law of the land today. It's true. It's true. It's not a security. Makes it a great candidate for an ETF. But it's almost like it was almost the day after. This is the insane thing. It's basically the day after the ETF filing came in, the SEC came out, so no, we're actually going to appeal that. Like, dog, you already lost in court. You're going to go lose again in court? Apparently. Ridiculous. Meanwhile, here in Dubai, I saw a big banner recently, big billboard ad for Ripple and payments and stuff like that. And I was like, you know, this is more of what we need in the world right here. More cryptocurrency adoption. The UAE's just passed a big partnership or something. I don't remember the exact details, but they're partnering up with the guys at Ripple for some stuff. We wrote about it in the newsletter. I can't remember the details off the top of my head right now, but stuff's happening. Just not in America. America is still on the we're going to keep suing everybody, man. Yeah. So dumb. It's so dumb. You know, the opportunity for blockchain technology, AI technology, the energy associated with all this stuff. China is going to be the global leader in this stuff. The UAE is going to be a global leader in this stuff. America, with its stupid regulations, is going to be left behind in the dust. You know, one of the reasons why America has all these mega tech giants today, like Facebook and Google and Apple and stuff like that, is because back in the 90s, the government said, hey, we should probably, get behind this internet thing that's going on right now because it could be big. And right now, not the same people in government, but obviously the same government, they're looking at this and going, okay, well, we've got all this cool stuff coming out. We should try and squash it as much as possible, make sure that America's not going to be the leader in that. Silly America. Come on, man. Come on. Anyway, moving on here. Celestia unlocks coming up. Now, look, unlocks tend to get a lot of press, right? And like we have the SWE unlock that happened the other day, is like $100 million or something worth of SWE that got unlocked. I guess it's almost $120 million worth right now. But it's only 2.4% of the circulating supply. Celestia, though, they're going big, man. I guess go big or go home, right? They're going to unlock 82% of the circulating supply. Now, we had a similar situation with Arbitrum. earlier this year where they had just a gigantic percentage-wise unlock. And the price of ARB just suffered bad after that. Now, I don't know if the same thing's going to happen with Celestia here, but that's a gigantic amount of coins entering circulation. Of course, what's crazy with Celestia compared to the vast majority of other cryptocurrencies is that the venture capital guys who invested have been able to stake their vested coins. So there was a story that came out the other day that Paradigm, I think it was Paradigm, one of the big VCs, they invested, and they invested, I guess, $20 million, and they've already made $82 million on staking rewards alone. So they haven't even got their principal coins yet, but they've already 4x'd their money just on staking rewards, man, which is crazy. Anyway, huge unlock coming. So I have a hard time believing that 82% of the circulating supply is going to be introduced into the market, and that's not going to negatively affect the price of the asset. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe the VCs really step up to the plate here and everybody just restakes all their coins or something like that. But I don't know, man. It's a lot of coins. Hey, Aptos believers. Maybe Aptos is the catch-up play for those who missed Sweet. Maybe. Anyway, Franklin Templeton has launched its Franklin On-Chain U.S. Government Money Fund, FOBXX. Kind of sounds dirty, FOBXX. Anyway, represented by the Benji token on Aptos. This is pretty cool. This is pretty cool. Great. You know, Aptos is continuing to get a lot of attention, continuing to get a lot of people talking about it. So that's great news. Look, Franklin Templeton's done this on a few chains, did it on Avalanche as well, and a few other places, but it's great to see more real-world assets coming on chain. So fantastic. I love that. Great. Off the grid, of which, of course, I am an investor. If you would like to see my portfolio disclosures, current holdings, pre-sale investments, all that kind of stuff, plus, of course, a risk statement, because you can lose all your money investing in cryptocurrencies. Never forget it, guys. Then you'll find that down below in the description, YouTube, pin, comment over on X. All that stuff is there for you. Anyway, Javier 9000 here saying soon Avalanche will have millions of users. That's a response to the crypto stash. Crypto stash, man. Play off the grid. Off the grid is going to be the game of games, man. This is the one that I've been invested in for years. And I think it's going to be huge, man. I think it's got the potential to be absolutely massive and literally be a game that's so good that people don't look at it as a crypto game, even though it's running on an Avalanche Layer 1 blockchain, even though it's going to have in-game tokens and in-game NFTs and all that stuff like that. But it's going to be so good, people play it in spite of it being crypto stuff, and then they'll realize, oh, there's also crypto stuff attached, and that's cool. I can resell these items and earn tokens and all that cool stuff. It could be a big moment for the market. Anyway, now available on Xbox, so very cool stuff there. Scroll airdrop, man. Now, look, this is rumor. Okay, we have no official confirmation. Not that we ever have official confirmation until it's obviously announced. But we have no official confirmation. There's a lot of speculation going on right now that we could see the scroll airdrop coming next week. I'm ready. Let's do it, man. Let's go. Let's go. Of course, we've been farming the scroll airdrop for a long time in the newsletter. I think we shared a lot about it here on YouTube as well, so I hope that some of you guys are well positioned for a potential scroll airdrop. Now, I'm not sure it's going to be as big as like ZK Sync or something like that, but it could be a pretty good one. So let's see how we go. Let's see. IONET. This week, IONET hit 15K in daily GMV. It's approaching 1.3 million hours in total compute hours served. This was a landmark goal for IONET just a couple of months ago, and now we're here. Probably nothing. Very, very cool. Fantastic to see the network on IONET really expanding. And look, this is just a reminder, there's a lot of really powerful AI crypto coins out there beyond sort of the top two, you know. BitTensor is really more pure AI play. Render is a decentralized GPU network, which is not specifically for AI, but probably mostly going to be used for AI kind of stuff. IONET also running decentralized GPU networks. So again, very close relationship here and focus, I think, for AI protocols in particular. So potentially an interesting AI play. Now, what's interesting here too, and I'm a pre-sale investor, by the way, I'm not getting my tokens for like another 9 months or something like that, or 8 months, whatever. But what's interesting here is that it kind of came out in a very bearish time in June, and it's kind of just, been suffering a bit since then, as you would expect coming out when it did. But the current market cap versus something like Render, for example, which is worth a heck of a lot more right now, could mean some opportunity. I'm not saying to run out and buy it or anything, not financial advice, just stating the facts here that there are a few other plays out there that are picking up traction and have potentially interesting market caps, let's say. Ali here sharing a chart saying SWE has surged over 145% since September, but the TD sequential indicator is now flashing a sell signal on the 3-day chart, hinting at a potential pullback. I know what you're thinking, Ali. I know what you're thinking, dog. Can we get a pullback on SWE already so we can buy some? Holy crap. Yeah. Anyway, my hands are currently a bit tied, but we did zoom up over just to that $2 mark today. Look at that. Beautiful, man. Beautiful. Now, does this mean we're going to get a pullback? That candle right now, still a while to close, of course, but we can see some serious sell pressure coming in on some of these last candles where we have big surges up and some big sell pressure coming down to meet it. So will we continue our run here of the overbought RSI, or is it finally time for a little bit of a cool off on SWE, or is it just, you know what, it's too much of a new paradigm of money vibe, we're just going to keep mooning forever? We shall see, of course. Final note here for you for today. Sign up to the gosh darn newsletter, guys. It's awesome. You'll love it. No, seriously, it's an amazing newsletter. I know I'm biased because it's my newsletter, but it's seriously one of the best damn newsletters in the cryptocurrency industry. My team and I work hard every single week putting this together for you. The latest on DeFi, NFTs, altcoins, altcoin deep dives, so much more. You'll love it. Check it out. It's free. Link down below in the description. Free airdrop tutorials and stuff for week 2. It's nuts. So much value. So much value. Link in the description or the pinned comment over on X. Go check it out. You will not be disappointed. And that's it for today. I'll see you back next time. Peace.